We're going to be doing an updated tips and tricks video for Ryu. We've been playing him for a few days, and I'm going to share everything I've learned using his new buffs that he got with the winter balance patch. So I'm going to go over everything that got buffed and how to use it. So don't forget too, guys, I released a bunch of Ryu guides in the past, including a big Season 2 guide that gets you all caught up if you haven't played Street Fighter 6 in a while. I highly recommend you watch it. I'll leave the link in the video description and on the screen. The first thing is Ryu has a faster cancel window on his crouching medium kick. This really helps his pressure and fireball game. So now when the opponent blocks your crouching medium kick into fireball, it's a true block string. So they cannot mash out drive impact or reversal. So let me get Cammy to do a reversal here. So if, once she blocks, if I go into heavy fireball, it can't come out. And even medium fireball as well. It can't come out until after. Now, the cool thing about this is that if you go for the light fireball and the opponent mashes drive impact in between, you can actually DI back. So now there's like this fear. There's like a crazy small gap in between. I would recommend using the medium or light fireball though, because if you do the heavy fireball, you're really minus, like you're -7. So it's hard to go crouching medium kick fireball into another one. If the opponent takes their turn after blocking that fireball, you're probably gonna get counter hit. So I recommend doing either the medium fireball or the light fireball would leave you, the least minus. And if you hit the opponent, like even if you hit the opponent, you see how you're -3 even on hit. So yeah, heavy fireball, I'd recommend doing the medium one where you're -1, and the light one is plus. If you do the light one, it's still combos, as you can see. And you can sneak in another crouch medium kick and bully the opponent. Just keep in mind that there is a gap there, but you don't have to worry about DI. You just have to worry about if the opponent mashes reversal. See, they can mash, but you don't have to do fireball, right? You could just bait it. So Ryu has a really unique crouching medium kick fireball game compared to the other Shotos now. That was like the big thing. So yeah, definitely want to abuse that for pressure. Okay, the other buff they gave Ryu is this back heavy kick. This is his designated battery button. They gave every character a button that gives more drive gauge than usual. So for Ryu, it's back heavy kick. Ryu's back heavy kick, the main ways to use this would be as a media option after you knock down your opponent, because it's a really easy 2-hit confirm and it's cancelable. So you can just go into uppercut, or you can drive rush into it like this. And like you see on the top of the screen, you see how much meter I'm gaining from it? Like it's a big chunk. I don't know if it's the same if it's on block. Let me check real quick. Yeah, even on block. So that's good too. So like, if you cross up your opponent like this, it's just an easy way to pressure. You can frame trap with back heavy kick as well against people that like to delay tech. So like anytime you do, let's say you do crouch medium kick, drive rush, jab like this. If the opponent does a delay tech, let me set Cammy to throw. And then I'll delay it by like, I don't know, 6 frames is usually like the window. And then I'll put on to tech throw. So throw escape active. Okay, so watch this. I'll go, hold on, let me put my meter back too. So I'll go drive rush jab, and then I press throw. You see how Cammy's teching? She's teching, and then if I go jab, you see how she's still blocking? Because she's delayed teching, right? So you go back heavy kick. Watch this. Bam, bam. See? It's just slow enough that it frame traps them doing delay tech. So then you build the extra meter. That's just like another way. You can use this to poke too, like with fireball, but I don't really recommend it. It's a little slow. You're probably gonna get blown up for doing this, but if you're in burnout with Ryu, don't forget about that too. Like if you land a jumping, go for the back heavy kick just to get yourself out of burnout faster. All right, so the big meat and potatoes though for this whole tips and tricks guide is the biggest buff Ryu got is he can now cancel his forward heavy kick into air tatsu. This is huge. It makes his mid-range game so much stronger. He gets knocked down, he gets oki, and it extends a lot of his main combos. So I'm going to be going over all of that right now. So the first thing you guys should know, and this might be a little difficult if you're an absolute beginner, but you can practice this by setting the dummy to random block right here. This is one hit confirmable. So what you do is you do forward heavy kick, and if you see it hit, then you go into the Tatsu. If you see it block, then don't go into the Tatsu, basically. The one trick I can give you guys to like help you confirm this better, hold on, let's see. Oh, dummy's not, there we go. Is you can look at the life bar in training mode, the life bar, as soon as you see it go down, you can react to it. Before you can only go into the OD Tatsu. Or just remember that like, when you're practicing in training mode, when you're in an actual match, you'll have more time to react to this because you might see the opponent walk into it, which will visually give you more reaction time, or you might see them press in a button because this actually blows up low attacks as well. So yeah, don't worry if you can't one hit confirm this. You know, it's just something to practice, something to strive for. And as your Ryu gets better and levels up, it'll really help so that you don't have to guess. And it'll really make your mid-range game so much stronger. So after this does land, you get pressure after. So when you're plus 38. And when you dash, you're plus 19. And this is the perfect frame advantage to do a dash forward heavy punch like this. Forward heavy punch. And it's an easy confirm after. So let's get Cammy to wake up and do a light attack, her fastest light. So when she gets up, you see she does light here. So I go like this, dash forward. And you see it perfectly hits her. She can't mash out of it. And then you're plus 8 and you can do mad deeps afterwards. And then on top of that, if the opponent blocks it, it's still good for you because you're plus 3 because they buffed Ryu's forward heavy punch. And then you can sneak in a throw. You can try to frame trap your target combo. You got a lot of options. So that is just doing the forward heavy kick raw. So another thing too is the drive rush. You get a free drive rush after. Just drive rush. And for drive rush, you can go into any button you want. I recommend going into crouching medium punch with Ryu. It leaves him at a strong advantage, plus 4, and you're in throw range. So then you can do your strike throw shimmy. And don't worry, I'll go over the strike throw shimmy for you guys if you're not aware of what to do after your opponent blocks in that scenario. So the first option would be to throw. You see, you throw them, and if I get Cammy to wake up and do a button, I can throw her before she does her fastest attack. So once again, if you go crouching medium punch, the opponent will get hit if they're mashing the light. And then since I'm plus 12 because it's a counter hit drive rush, I can go into like a standing heavy punch, for example, like this. That's a lot of damage. Then after they block this, what makes this so good is that even after they successfully block this, then you can threaten the strike throw shimmy again right after because you're plus 4. So if Cammy blocks and then goes for a light, you can do like a medium, for example. Do something like this. Bam, bam, into OD. Actually, I would go into crouching medium kick. Just in case they're out of range. Like this. Into whatever. Actually, the back heavy kick, you can combo from the OD donkey kick as well. So that'd be another way to use the battery for this. Something like this. You gain a lot of drive meter and get a lot of damage from this. And then if they press throw instead, I don't know if Ryu can walk back on it. Let's find out. Yeah, he can. So it's perfect. So if you think they're going to press throw, you do drive rush, crouching medium punch, and walk back. And then you can blow them up. Two things I like to shimmy with. One, you can go heavy punch into heavy Hashogeki. And this gives you a lot of setups. Or you can do, I like to do standing medium punch, crouching medium kick, because even though it's a little weaker, I got more time to react to the opponent pressing throw. Crouching medium punch, not standing medium punch. Like this right here. I find this just a little bit more reliable, so I can, if I'm walking back, I can see what they're doing. And as soon as I see them throw, then I have a fast button to convert into. And then obviously if you're close to the corner, you can't do OD donkey kick like that. You have to just go into regular Tatsu. But it still works, and it sets up his other pressure options. So yeah, I gave you something for if the opponent presses a button, what to do if they press throw, and then you can throw them if they're just blocking. Yeah, all three. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's go over the combo stuff now with Ryu's forward heavy kick. Tatsu. So first would be OD donkey kick. So this is now a really great ender. So whenever you combo into OD donkey kick, whether it's like crouching medium kick or medium into it, you can go forward heavy kick into Tatsu. When you do this, you can drive rush after the opponent, and you should be able to hit them before they can wake up and press a button. Let me test this right here. But I'm going to show you guys in a second here how to do this a little bit better. Yeah, you're there way before the opponent gets there. You can go crouching medium punch. Crouching medium punch and then standing heavy punch. The only downside to this is if you don't want to spend 3 bars, right? Because you're trying to drive rush after it. If you just try to double dash, let's say you double dash after this. You double dash and you're plus 7, which is good. That means you can threaten like crouching medium kick, but you're out of the throw range. And you know, I want the best of everything, especially with Ryu, where I want corner carry and I want that additional pressure of threatening the throw. You always want to threaten the throw. So what you can do here is you delay the forward heavy kick, and you're trying to make it so that the opponent is just about to touch the ground, and then you hit him with the forward heavy kick Tatsu. It's a little tricky to time it, but you can do it, and the lower you get the opponent, the closer you'll be. And you'll still remain plus. See, I'm plus 4. I'm just out of throw range. But if I time this perfectly... See, I'm plus 3 and I'm in throw range. That's the perfect timing. So I'll get Cammy to wake up and throw. And you see, I got the double dash and I could do the back walk. Then I get the shimmy. That's like super good. And I can threaten the throw and you get the corner carry. You get everything. So let me also show some extensions with this that you can do as well. A safe jump setup. And this would be more for when you're closer to the corner or if they don't back rise. But you can do something like drive rush medium punch right away and then forward heavy kick Tatsu. So you go something like this. And that leaves you at perfectly at plus 42. And you get a safe jump. So it's really good. And then you jump in. And then they can't do reverse. So I'll show you an example of that. See? They can't do reversal, and it still forces them to block the attack, and then you can continue the pressure. It's really, really good. So what I personally like to do when I land this mid screen is I like to do a dry rush crouching medium punch instead, and that knocks them up a little higher. So you can do something like this. And you'll notice Cammy got what I hit her right before she hit the ground. So now I get the best of both worlds. I get more damage, more corner carry, and I remain right next to them to shimmy, strike, or throw at plus 3. So this is super good. I highly recommend this. I've been using it a lot with Ryu. Been getting a lot of dubs with it. See, plus 3. And it'll work even if you put them into the corner as well. So landing OD donkey kick is a little tricky with Ryu because it's hard to whiff punish a really far button with it because it doesn't go too far in this game. But the main ways I like to land is obviously if you land a medium confirm, you would go into it. Or when the opponent is drive rushing at you and you want to check them, I like to check with crouching medium punch into an OD donkey kick personally. And then you can go into all the setups I just showed you. Rather than, because before what I used to do in Season 2 is drive rush cancel and then, you know, do his regular B&Bs that he would do. But now with the OD donkey kick, I can spend 2 bars, well, technically 3 because I'm drive rushing after, and get better damage and corner carry and a better setup afterwards. It's really good. Yeah, definitely don't forget about this. It's a good way to get into OD donkey kick. And of course, if the opponent makes a big mistake and they, like, you know, do a reversal or something. Okay, his Denjin stock with this. So the Denjin stock, unfortunately, I haven't found anything super good with this because you'll notice it whiffs when you land this. Unfortunately, you'd have to be like really close with this, which is not always going to be practical. So you can do a drive rush jab, but I find this really hard to time. A deep drive rush jab like this, and then you can set up the same thing that I've been showing you guys. The problem is the timing is iffy. You can see I'm screwing it up. And the distance matters too. See, I'm +3, but I'm not quite as close. And if it depends how far you hit them with this thing, right? Like if you hit them really far, it's gonna be tough to time that jab, you know? But it is possible. It is possible to be right next to them if that's something you guys want to practice. Because this is like a very common scenario for Ryu that you're going to land. This is one of his strongest ways of opening up the opponent. But I guess I should mention that if you're close to the corner, then it doesn't matter. Then you should do this. Like if you're like around this range, then go for it. Because it only matters the height from there. Because once you double dash, the opponent can't move back any further. So go for it here. Like this, see? Double dash and you'll be +3. Like this. Then you don't have to worry about the timing too much. You just need the forward heavy kick to land at that point. Doesn't have to be low to the ground. But I guess I would recommend if you land this Denjin stock to go for this combo instead. Drive rush back heavy kick into medium Tatsu. Because now since Ryu's back heavy kick is his battery button, this gives good corner carry as well. And you get good Oki from it. So this would probably be his go-to now. I would recommend. And then if you need to meter dump, and then you can abuse this going over and over again, like something like this. Because this was one of his new combos from Season 2. I know it looks like you're trolling, but this would be much better now to use. Good damage. Good easy way to cash out. More ways to land this forward heavy kick if you do a OD fireball near the corner. So before, with Ryu, you go drive rush, crouching medium punch into the medium hash Shogeki like this. That leaves you at +29, but if you want, you can go for the forward heavy kick instead. So drive rush, crouching medium punch like this, and then into forward heavy kick. And before this doesn't work. I swear this works. Yeah, it works. Okay, good. Perfect. There we go. And then it's another save jump. Just keep in mind this is a +41 save jump. So what that means is that if the opponent does a wake up 5-framer, it can hit you. But, I mean, a lot of people don't know this. I'll give an example. Here, I'll get Cam to do a wake up OD spike. So you see it save jumps. But if I get Cam to do a light uppercut, which is a 5-framer, so anyone's uppercut that's like 5 frames, you'll see it hits me. So if you do play against a player that knows about this, you still can threaten an empty jump. So it's not that big of a deal. Like I can go an empty jump because, you know, if Ryu blocks a reversal, they're dead. So it's their risk. And it's not a super big reward if they hit you with a light uppercut. So I think it's worth doing. Just adapt to how your opponent is reacting on wake up with that. Let's say you knock down your opponent, you go for a pressure option, use heavy Hashokeki. If it happens to hit, then you can use the forward heavy kick from this as well. So you can go drive rush medium punch, then the forward heavy kick into the Tatsu, and once again it leaves you at +41. You can try to do it faster to see. Yeah, 41, same thing. But if you want the higher frame advantage, you can do drive rush light punch instead. So you can go like this. And it knocks them higher. And then that'll give you the 42. This is the perfect one, where even the light uppercut will not work. I would probably do the light version, just to guarantee I'm not going to get hit by anything when I save jump. You can just do it raw too. You don't even need to do drive rush. You can go like this. That gives you +43 though. That's not save jump, but if you time it, if you eyeball it, you can get a +42. You just gotta let the opponent fall a little bit. That's 41. Yeah, this is a little tricky getting that 42. Yeah, but the thing is, your opponent's not gonna know if you timed it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna risk going for that uppercut. And then another thing too is you don't have to do this save jump if you don't want to. Like, if you don't want to get perfect parried, you can just do the double dash instead, like this. Just double dash and you'll be +4 or +3 in front of their face, so it's all good. Right, another good change for Ryu is his OD Hashogeki without the Denjin stock. This got buffed as well on the damage. It hits a lot harder now. So now Ryu has new optimal uppercut punishes now. So whenever your opponent's really open, they did like a wake up super or they do a wake up reversal, you want to do raw OD Hashogeki without the charge like this. And it'll hit them hard for 1320 and it leaves you a +7. So it's perfect to do back heavy punch. So you can do something like this. And then cash out, or you can use heavy kick. Just absolute monster damage. Yeah, Capcom keeps buffing Ryu's damage. This is a ridiculous amount of damage. Over 6,000. And then in the corner, it's obviously even scarier. That way you can go into heavy donkey kick. Like, even without using dry rush, you could do something like this. Like, watch this damage. Like, this is no dry rush. It's almost at 50% right now. It's like stupid damage, 6,000. And if you spend everything. If you hit Akuma with this, he's gonna switch to Ryu after. You're gonna make him switch characters. Yeah. Almost 6,700 damage. So that's a cool punish. And on top of that, if you do have the Denjin stock, it's not a big deal because that was optimal as well. Like, you can still do the same combos. You can just use heavy punch if you want. Yeah, that's like a lot. We also got buffs to Ryu's heavy donkey kick. So Ryu's heavy donkey kick starts up a little bit faster. And it's more plus on block, or safer on block, I guess would be a better way to put it. But I still think it's a tad too slow still. Like, if you do it too much, you will get easily perfect parried or hit by drive impact. But what this actually did that was really good was it gave Ryu new enders from his donkey kick. So when you land his heavy donkey kick in the corner, before you can only go into light uppercut like this. But now you can actually go into medium uppercut now for more damage. So they buffed his corner damage even more, and you can go into OD uppercut. He couldn't do this before. So make sure you end with medium uppercut now. If you want to set up after the medium uppercut, because it changes from the light uppercut, an easy one, I would do dash forward heavy punch. So go like this, medium uppercut, dash forward heavy punch, boom, insanely meaty heavy punch. Insanely meaty. You're +8. Bam. +8. So then you can go into something easy like I don't know, target combo. Bam, 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 target combo. Grab the buff and then you're +7 right in front of their face. So that'd be really good. And the cool part is if the opponent blocks this, dash forward, block, +2 on block. So it's still your turn. So you can still threaten like a light, or you can walk in and throw, or go for a shimmy, or a target combo. Another thing you can do is a perfect meaty heavy donkey kick. So you can go back heavy punch into heavy donkey kick, into a medium uppercut, into a heavy donkey kick like this. And it'll hit perfectly me. Look, +3 on block. Bam, super meaty. I don't recommend doing this though unless the opponent's in burnout, because it should be easy to perfect parry, but you should throw this out every now and then. Remember, heavy donkey kick does more chip damage now. It takes off an entire bar of drive gauge now, like Honda's headbutt. So it's nice. One more thing, because it starts up faster, it's cancelable into counter hit now from heavy punch like this. So if you ever like frame trap your opponent and you stick out a heavy, if you can react to it, you can confirm this, which is good. But yeah, I think that wraps it up, man. That's everything that I've learned with these new buffs from Ryu. If you guys have anything you'd like to share and help everyone out, leave it in the comments below, and I'll continue to keep updating my Ryu guides as I continue to play this character. We play every character, so whenever we play a character again, I usually just update it on my channel. But thanks for watching, guys. I think Ryu is really, really strong after these buffs. I really like them. He feels more traditional style, And his corner carry and damage is a lot better now after that forward heavy kick buff. So make sure to try to abuse it as much as possible. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you have any questions for me, don't forget I stream every single day. So you can easily find me on Twitch. And I'll leave the links on the screen and below in the description. Take care, guys.